Hey Scorpio and Cross Watchers, this is Koi here with the Clairvoyant Tarot to bring you your reading for the rest of April 2020. This is going to apply to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So since this is a general message and it might not resonate with you, go ahead and feel free to check your other placements to see if that reading does resonate better. Keep in mind that genders and signs that show up is just energy, so it's not necessarily that you're dealing with that specific sign or gender. It's just the energy that is showing up. This general message is going to be about what needs to come through for Scorpio for the rest of April 2020. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different than I like to do because I did start the video and I ran out of storage space, so it was cut off. I didn't get to finish the reading, so I did start it. And unfortunately, I have to just show you the cards that I pulled without pulling them on camera. So I hope you can just bear with me, and I won't have this issue again the next time for your video. I went ahead and I did pre-shuffle with my Vice Versa Tarot deck, and the card that came out is the Nine of Cups. And this card is all about your wish. The card that was on top of the deck is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who can be flighty about a situation. They're very back and forth about it. All knights are people who rush into things, and this Knight of Wands is all about their inspirations, passions, and will. And this knight specifically is charismatic and is about rapidity, like being rapid. They like to be the center of attention. They can be headstrong and even a little bit bossy. Now, on the bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Cups, which is all about your happiness. Could be memories, a past person, as well as just something that makes you happy like a child. And on this side of the card, it's saying just be careful about being nostalgic about something to the point where it's taking away the responsibilities that you have with other things. So that was the pre-shuffle energy that came out. Then I went ahead and did the 7-card spread with my Steampunk Tarot deck, and I started doing the clarifiers here. So I'm just going to go ahead, go through with what I got with the clarifiers, and then I'll jump in with the rest of the 3 cards and do the clarifiers with those. So I didn't even get through the whole 7-card tarot reading when I lost space. I only was recording for about 5 minutes. So this is saying here, the general energy, oops, sorry, I'm reading this backwards. It's saying here, the general energy is deception. There's something going on that is deceptive, or something is being taken here. And with the clarifiers, we have this Queen of Cups showing up again, and it's all about some sort of opportunity. So some sort of opportunity that you're emotionally invested in or supporting is a little bit deceptive to you. And in the past, you did want to create a foundation with it, but that deception was unexpected and changed everything, especially with these cards that are showing up here, because I was clarifying the Tower specifically itself, and the Tower was clarified by the Tower. Usually when that happens, what I was saying is being validated, in a sense, and it's saying like you're very defensive and you're worried because of this unexpected, basically, treachery that happened to you, and it's still, it happened to you in the past, but it's still with you presently. So since that kind of like deception happened, you're very defensive, okay? And then that defensiveness is also making you flighty because we're seeing the Knight of Wands here again. So you're really back and forth about it because of what has happened in the past. Now, your obstacle here is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is all about your happiness, and I'm getting more information about that right now. So what you need to do is you need to make movement towards what makes you happy, and to do that you have to make a decision towards that union. And we have the Three of Swords on the bottom, which is all about heartbreak. So you kind of have to move towards making your own decision of what makes you happy. And you're not doing that because you're defensive and you're very back and forth. So you kind of have to decide, what you really want. In the immediate future, we have the Page of Wands here. And I'm just going to get the clarifiers for that. Because the Page of Wands is somebody who is, they can be very prickly and brash. They're very headstrong. They're fiery people. And they also represent a new undertaking, message, a career, or traveling. And then this card that's clarifying that here is movement as well. So since this is traveling and it's movement, it's saying if you make the decision to move towards your happiness, you will then make that movement yourself. Now, the possible outcome here is conflict, and I definitely want to see what that is, so I'm going to clarify that as well. Oh, here we go. So in that conflict, we have the card for Leo, which is strength. That's pretty self-explanatory. So you have to have strength in this offer that you emotionally want to have, even though there's conflict, because of what has happened in the past here. And you have to decide what is truly happy, like what truly makes you happy. But at the same time, I'd be very careful because there is a deception here going on. So I don't want you to, if the deception resonates with you and you know what it is, I definitely would say don't, just because somebody makes you happy and you want to be with them, for example, don't go be with them if they're not treating you right and they're deceiving you. Okay? I think the message more so is you have to find your own happiness, okay? Because you were relying on a happiness and building a goal with something that was just not right for you. So you have to find that new happiness, that new thing, right? Let's go ahead and move on to the oracles here. This is the wisdom oracles. So what else do we have for Scorpio? Okay. We've got quite a few for you. So the fates, this is all about fate. To the sea, unfinished symphony, happy, happy, no place like home, and then yin. So it's all about finding balance, finding, your home, what truly makes you happy. And to do that, you kind of have to go out to the sea, quote unquote. You don't really have to go to the sea. It's just kind of a saying to figure out, what that truly is for you. Whatever it is with this unfinished symphony, you're definitely in the middle of a cycle right now, and it looks like it does have to do kind of with fate. So let's go ahead and get some romance angels. Now, if this situation is applying to your career, for example, not a love life, you can just kind of like change the theme from romance to career. So this can also be helpful for you as well. All right. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance. So definitely, now you're being defensive and flighty. Those are kind of lower vibrational energies. I mean, it's very understanding why you are, but it's not going to help you bring what you need. There's reconciliation here. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And then also, you deserve love because you're lovable. Now, again, be careful because if you are thinking about, going back to a person who has betrayed you in the past, it literally is saying they're still doing this now, okay? There's a reason why you're being defensive. I think you should really focus on what makes you happy, by yourself. If it's like a relationship, Let's go ahead and go into the daemons here. All right, that was quick. We'll do this one first, and then we'll do the bottom of the deck because I like to do them alphabetically, and the one on the bottom begins with a Z. So Marchokius is all about being aware of false hopes, knowing something is impossible, and striving for it anyway can take energy that can be used for attainable goals. So again, like hoping. I'm going to use this romantic example again. Hoping that somebody's not going to deceive you again could just be, wasted time because they still are in this deceitful energy. Okay. The next card here is Zabos, and he's about focusing on romance and comfort, which is really cute. I like Zabos as well. With the romance here, you do deserve that. Okay. Oh, wow. And look at that. Release your ex is there. I see that. Um, you know, just stay optimistic, okay, and focus on, romance and comfort for yourself because there's no kind of love other than self-love. If you find that you're sacrificing your own self-worth to be with somebody else because they're treating you a way that you don't deserve to be treated, then you deserve better and you should walk away, okay? Because I don't want anybody to see this reading and be like, oh, they're going to come back and we can get back together and then be put in a toxic situation, okay? Let's go ahead and get some runes. Okay, the blank rune came out again, and this is the second time it came out today. Today was the first time it ever came out. It never came out before, but this is the second time today. Okay? When it came out before, I was a little bit surprised because, the blank one, it doesn't really have a meaning. It was put in to the whole set around the 80s. But I've always said, if the blank one ever comes out, to me that means that there is no message that needs to be said because everything has already been said through the cards. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my vice versa deck one more time here. And I'm going to see if there's anything else that needs to come out. Because, it is saying that you are going to get your wish. But, the obstacle here is like your happiness and what you're wishing for. Okay? So I really think that you need to like be careful about what you're wishing for. Is it really good for you to have in your life? Let's see. Could we have a clear message for Scorpio end of April here? Wow. So the Nine of Cups came out again with the Six of Cups, and they came out on this side this time instead of these sides. I mean, this is your wish granted. This is happy memories here. Then we have the Knight of Cups, but on this side, it's telling you, you know, be careful with your moves because it's dark. Things are not very clear right now. Move slowly, all right? And then we have the Hierophant here, which is the card for Taurus, and it's all about um, commitment or living your faith. So, I mean, honestly, there is deception here. You did want to build this goal, but something happened, so you're defensive about it. Your obstacle is what you want, your happiness. That is an obstacle for you, and the possible outcome of this is having conflict in it. So I really think that you just need to reflect on, even though something makes you happy, is it truly good for you? Because there is deception going on. So please tread very, very carefully. Okay, really think about what you want. Just please be careful. All right? It's kind of similar to the reading that Aries had. And kind of Capricorn. But I hope that this gave you some clarity or insight. If you wanted a personal reading, all of my information is in the description box below. And I hope I see you in the next video. And until then, love, light, into the stars.